So you might be wondering why you or a member of your family self-harms. Self-harming for a lot of people is an emotional release. And in fact, it can come in many forms. Self-harming is not always about cutting yourself. You can self-harm through overeating, through addiction. There are many different ways that people self-harm. But that is pent up, held back emotion, and the intensity of it gets so immense that by doing that self-harm, it provides a release. Of course, it's only a temporary release. It is not a solution, but in terms of how the subconscious sees it, it feels that release, and the subconscious latches onto that behaviour. It sees it as, well, that effectively made me feel better, even though it's a very destructive behaviour. And then that just becomes a very habitual response. So it is really important to address what is underneath that self-harming behaviour. And there can be a whole host of things. For a lot of people, it is trauma. So something I'm recognising within my own practice is, particularly amongst younger people, that they're being the support for a friend who self-harms, and that's really taking its toll on them. And then they often end up self-harming themselves. So that's one example of the reason that somebody self-harms. They just can't deal with trying to help somebody else. They don't have the ability to do that. They don't have the knowledge, the skills, the resources to support that friend of theirs, even though they're really trying to do their best for that friend. Other reasons can be stuff that's going on within the home, and sometimes that self-harm is a message. It is a message to say, I need help. You know, particularly if that self-harm is more obvious, is more open. If somebody's more open about the self-harming, then chances are it's a real big cry for help. And so again, like so many other issues, whether it's OCD or addiction or whatever it is, self-harming is just strangely a solution. It's a very unhealthy solution. It's not a solution that should be used, but it is how the mind has created a solution. And therefore, you've got to go find the problem. And that problem, as I say, it could be anything that's happening in that person's life. And when resolution is created, now I always prefer a resolution through the subconscious mind, because that's where all our memories are stored. That's where all our beliefs are held. That's where the problems tend to be. And that is also where the solutions are. So, you know, I use therapies such as hypnotherapy, such as emotional freedom technique, and other techniques that really help people to release and become more empowered in their lives. And so if you have somebody in your family, or if you self-harm yourself, then just talk and consider for a moment what needs to happen for you to feel better, or what needs to be released. What do you need to move on from to feel better? And then you've got your problem, and you probably will benefit from seeking some help for the solution, and whatever help feels right for you.